Facing the divisional frontrunner, this underperforming team receives an appeal to change their fortunes.
Uh-oh, guys, here we go. We've got to talk from the manager. Where we stand, we're going to capitalize on every opportunity that presents itself. Today, that means beating up on the division leader. Let's take a chunk out of this gap we're facing. Yikes. We're having a pretty bad year, so I would hate to see what that gap exactly is. Going up against Corey Kluber and the Indians here. This is going to be ugly, man. And we're playing in Cleveland. Yikes. I don't know, man. I mean, we're like 50 and 70, right? I'm pretty sure our record's pretty far underneath 500. Let's see. Should show us here in a second.
MLB The Show's
57 and 77. These guys are 86 and 48, leading the division. All right.
Game 2 of this 3-game weekend.
Let's see what we can do. Here we go, boys.
Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama.
Let's do this thing. I'm trying to readjust my Astros. I actually, so one time I set them down relatively hard when I shouldn't have. May not have been raging, may have been. I don't know. This headpiece with the headphone came off, and so now it's just straight hard plastic. Got to super glue it back in. Normally you can just snap it back in, but the part that you snap broke. So now I'm dealing with some uncomfort, and I will say that I won't set my headset down hard again. I didn't even do it that hard. I just kind of like took it off and dropped it, and I don't know. Sometimes I guess that happens. For the most part, Astros are usually pretty durable. That's one of my favorite things about them because I've raged on some Astros before and they're fine, but sometimes it just hits right, I guess.
And we all know that's become a highly valued stat in today's game.
We've already broken a bat today.
And a lot of times when he's going good,
see what we can do. Follow that up.
And there are our umpires for this
strike
one.
number 1.
Working balls and strikes will be
for a
Mr.
low
Darryl Parker.
two-seamer here.
Darryl Parker, you know what I see with him, Matt.
Nice.
It's basic. You know, he's a guy that
Strike number 2.
Is
inside
really
slider.
Strength. He's going to stay right in the middle. Fundamental Darryl. Here it is. Right. That was a good pitch, good call.
I'm going to say a low two-seamer. We're going to put it right there.
And he'll just get a piece here.
I mean, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to foul it away.
The next 3-2.
Inside slider. He liked that one.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and
it got past the left fielder?
He's digging for second.
Why?
Around second now and headed for third. The relay, and he'll get in there safely.
Yeah, everyone knows.
How did that even just happen?
Great here at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it
nice.
all the way to third.
Okay, that's really lucky. Dude, I'm trying to figure out how he made a triple out of that hit. How did it get by our left fielder? I really don't understand. Alright, we're going to go two-seam inside on a lefty. Nice.
Pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike.
Alright, I'm going to put a slider outside. Chase it, buddy. Chase it. Yes, sir. Got out of the inning, even though that guy had a triple. Holy cow, dude. That was terrifying.
Be the versatile Tyler Naquin. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
Caught him there.
Check swing.
Go to the same spot.
Time, ball 1.
Got him that time.
Things a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from
fastball
right
slider,
now.
nice.
Obviously, be dangerous.
Pretty good. I'm gonna go for the outside
there,
curve here.
He might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no
dude, come on.
Well,
come on, first baseman. We're gonna need more out of you than that.
Watch it into his glove, and now they've got the leadoff runner board.
Dude, these guys are hitting pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of making me a little bit nervous. We're okay though. All right, now all we need is ground ball, double play, easy peasy.
Ready now, Scooter Jeanette. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Doesn't like either of those.
And that's inside, looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's
got
looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive.
Right.
Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Low two-seam, drop it down, nice. There we go. Okay, what do you guys think here? Ooh, I went for the knuckleball. I'm gonna try to set this outside. Oh my gosh.
Misses to run the count
all right, we're going to go for the two-seam low in the zone. Let's get a nice little ground ball straight to the shortstop.
Pitch, it's ball 4.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw gets him 2 down.
Dude, that is great. That two-seam is a great pitch for limiting contact.
Stepping up to the
Pretty
plate,
crazy how well it works.
And the average isn't pretty. Down into the
Way ahead of that one. So let's follow it up with a knuckle.
Another one
Nice.
off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
High
Here
fastball.
comes the 0-2
Got him.
pitch.
Oh,
Swinging
he
chop
swung at it.
over toward
Catch it,
foul
catch it, catch it, catch it.
territory.
We got it.
Cannon
Boom.
will put this
See you
one
later.
away, and the
Sayonara.
side is retired.
Let's go, boys. Good stuff. All right, inning number 3.
Stepping up
Looks
now.
like we've got a nice little 2-0 lead.
Not the shiniest of batting
Some
average
breathing
as he
room.
comes in hitting down in the 220s
Nothing too crazy,
for the
though.
year. There to take it is Rutledge for the
One
first
pitch,
down.
one out. That's good stuff. Dude, I forgot we're getting double training points right now. So this is,
Stepping in and
I mean,
ready
this is
for
good that
another
we're playing
shot.
well.
Michael Brantley, 0
Let's
for
not
1 here
jinx
in the
it.
early going.
These guys are starting
Bases are empty,
to
1
like the fastballs. The 4-seam.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. A little bit outside. 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 to Brantley.
Woo!
On a good
Yes,
pitch
sir.
there,
Got
has
him.
Stretching to get out
Nice
there.
job.
It's 2-2 now.
Follow it
Well,
up with
that's
a
a
nasty
tough
knuckle.
two-seamer to hit right there. Usually that two-seamer will start
Oh,
in
it's
on
not
the
gonna be
hitter
enough.
and tail away, but that one
About a high
started at the middle
fastball. What do you
of the
guys?
plate and
What do you
broke
think of that?
off. Uh-oh, look out
A
now.
little bit too high.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
I'm gonna say a slider inside. We're gonna set it right there.
Line to the right side. And that gets down in front.
Maybe
of
we should have
Jennings,
listened to
a
the
base
catcher.
hit.
It's all right. No big deal.
Riding in once again, Jason Kipnis. He found his way over to third via.
What are you doing at first base? For real.
That's under his glove.
What are you doing?
Picked his head up and it's
I
in
wish I had a
the
clue
field.
what he was
And
doing
he'll
at first
move up to
base.
third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. In to score, the runner from
That's gonna score
third.
2.
Kipnis rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag is there, and he's out trying to score.
Oh, let's go, baby. Oh my gosh. I seriously, all right, we gotta lay out the fastball. They're smacking the fastball now. We gotta be careful with that. Let's start giving some off-speed pitches. Start throwing some stuff outside of the zone. Just start getting weird with it.
But right there is the second
go.
baseman, and that will retire the side.
All right. I don't know what our first baseman's doing. I really, I wish I had a clue, but I don't.
He'll lead things off here in this
He needs to really figure his stuff out, though, because this is getting pretty bad.
The outside corner.
All right, let's go for this curveball here. Yes,
0-2
there we
now
go.
as a curveball
A little bit
drops
more
in
under
there
control
for a
now.
strike.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that nasty curveball.
Catcher was calling
It's
for the
almost
low
unhittable,
4-seam, and it
almost
worked. All right,
unfair
beautiful.
to the hitter.
So he
Okay,
got him
that's
swinging.
where we want to be.
Tyler
84-point
is
strikeout.
for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Points. We need more strikeouts. Ooh.
Tries to bunt his way out
Trying
here,
to
but it's
bunt,
strike
huh?
one.
Tried to drag butt himself on there.
All right,
Didn't work, and
knuckleball.
he probably won't try it for a second time, but the defense
Nice.
still has to respect it.
Squared that
Right.
one up just a little
Nice
late.
calling for the curve. Let's go
Into
for a
the
low and
windup.
outside
Here comes
curveball.
The 0-2 pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate.
Get her there.
Throw
Yes, sir.
on to first, 2 gone.
All right. We've got things under control now. It was getting a little bit scary there for a minute, but
Ready for another chance.
We're looking all right.
Scooter Jeanette. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
gonna start things off with a
Takes a
4-seam.
fastball on the inside corner.
Let's call for the slider
And
for
now
pitch number
on the
2.
way.
We honestly
And
probably need to
1-1
start trying to
as
play
this
the
one's on the
outside of the
hands.
zone more.
Now that's that
Like
old
not
school
give these
slider right there,
guys
trying to get it
nice
on his
pitches
hands.
every
But see, with
time,
the
because a lot of
curve
times
out,
we're
the
pitching in the
slider's
zone.
even more effective because you can't pick up the spin.
1-2. Here it
Load away
comes.
knuckle.
Dribbled to the right side.
Woo! We were fighting over who was going to get that ball. We got it done, though. Let's go, boys. Good stuff.
Indian
All right. So these guys have scored 1 on us so far.
digging in to try it
We've
again.
scored 2 on them.
Brandon Geyer. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
Straight down the pipe.
Shoots this one over to first.
Calling for another
The
fastball.
wind up and the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
And pass
These guys are
misses
working the
down
lines like
line.
nothing
It's a
I've
fair
ever seen
ball.
before. This is unbelievable.
Well, Matt, that's his 8th game with that hit right there. 8 games in a row he's swinging the bat. We've been watching him over this week just scorching. Roberto Perez
There we go.
Will stand in for the second time.
Start
now
him
as he
off the
looks at a
curve,
called
follow it up with
strike.
a four-seam.
It's 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time.
Gonna say he's not gonna be able to keep up with it.
That pitch right there. I know he's been getting a few tonight already, but man,
Oh
he's
my
around
gosh,
the plate,
man.
he's consistent.
Good
but
placements.
Like any pitcher, you want all the calls.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
All right. I'm gonna say, let's get a strikeout here with this slider.
Chopped weakly to the left.
Double play.
Anderson picks it up.
Yes.
Rutledge,
We didn't get him.
return
Oh,
throw
we did.
in
Yes.
time.
All right.
Well,
Good
you
stuff.
know, they do get the
I didn't
double
think we were
play.
gonna get that, honestly. Okay.
Digging in and looking
Let's
for
get out of
more.
this
Michael
inning,
Brantley.
this scary inning.
He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And
Ump is not
no.
being kind today.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And he
Oh
pushed
my
it
gosh.
just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball.
Gonna try for this slider here.
Fouled off.
It's not
again,
really where I
and now
wanted
he's
it to
in a
be. He was
1-2
way ahead of it.
hole.
High fastball.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Low 2-seam. Get that sinking action.
Got him swinging
Yes.
as he runs the fastball
Got
by
him.
him to end the inning.
Let's go, baby. All right. Good stuff.
Failed it.
That was sexy. Moving on to
In
our
at the
next
second
inning here.
baseman,
Top of the
Jason
6th.
Brooks. 2 for 2 with a
Or
triple
bottom of
on
the
his
6th, I'm
batting
sorry.
line to this point.
Dude.
Into
Definitely the
windup
bottom of the
and
6th,
pitch.
but
And that
still
one
same
stayed
score
too
here.
low, apparently. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you.
having a hard
They're
time
just
finding the
punching
zone on
everyone
this
out.
guy
But
here.
other
All right,
times,
let's
you
not
don't
give him
have your
anything
good
too
stuff
hittable,
and you
but
really rely on
we got to
movement
get
and
something in the
location to
zone
get
for
outs.
sure.
That's been the case for him today, and it's really...
I'm going to go for a low and away curveball here.
And he pulled
Nice.
up in time, but it's a cold strike,
what do you guys
too.
think?
You definitely don't want to walk the lead.
I think I'm gonna go for the slider.
He's done a nice job.
Slider right there. It's going to be a beautiful pitch.
Still hanging
Like
with
the
him.
two.
Another good swing to keep it going.
He wants the 4-seam.
Something has to give. Here's
Catcher called the
payoff
4-seam. I went for it.
Slapped hard the opposite way.
Yes.
Cabrera
Woo.
has to retreat a bit, but
That
he gets
thing
there
had
for
some
out
heat
number
on it,
1.
bro. That thing was hit hard.
Trying to pick things up where he
All
left
right.
off. Francisco Lindor.
I feel like we're just barely dancing on them, like breaking it open and knocking a bunch of home
Here, and
runs
he
on
hits it
us.
for strike 1.
Knock on wood.
That's
Nice.
in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of
12-6
right-handers
curve.
starting to loosen up. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
What's another 12-6 curve?
Another 0-2 home. Not a bad pitch there.
Not
with 2
falling for
strikes,
that
but
one.
It misses 1 and 2.
I'm going to go for the slider inside. This is one of my
Looking
favorite
for the
pitches.
strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit sharply toward the right side.
Got it.
Jones
Good
is
stuff.
there, 2 down. Edwin Encarnacion now.
Start things
He comes
off with
in
a strike
0 for
here.
2 thus far.
Yes, sir.
And a high strike there.
What do you want, catcher?
1.
I'm following you. He
Low-scoring
wants a
game thus
slider.
far,
Let's
2-1 here in
send
the
it to
6th.
the outside out here. See if we
And
can catch
this will
him.
be fouled away.
All right. World is our oyster. Let's go for a high fastball. Try to set it right above the
And he
zone. That was a
misses
little bit
there,
too
1
high.
and 2.
I like
I'm
how
going
he
to say
wasted that pitch.
we're going to go for the 2-seam. Low in the zone. Let's ground him out. Or strike him out. One of the two.
Set up off speed, hard pitch,
Ground
anything
him out.
now.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
All right. Are we going to go 8 innings? I doubt it.
Putnam
I
gets
figured
the
they'd
call
take us
from the
out.
pen.
We ended up losing.
Not a lot of runs put on
They
the
should
board
have let
in this
us keep
one, but
going.
here's a guy that found a way
Because
to
they
make
scored
a
2 more
difference.
runs
He's
after
the
they took
top
us out.
player
All
of
right.
the
Well,
game.
we had a fantastic game. Unfortunately, it's not going to count as a win for us, though. It's not going to be a loss, but it's not going to count as a win. Like, I'm trying to earn wins out here, and our closers are not closing.